Yo, you tuned in to Gorilla Cross Radio.
What's going on?
Hey.
As we just got
talk about technical difficulties.
Right. Oh my God. Social media guys, we apologize. We have been trying to let you guys know that we are going live.
Yes.
But for some odd reason,
well,
two platforms.
Instagram's down, Facebook's down.
I didn't want to plug them.
did. I'm going to let them know because I'm mad.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't even work like that on a regular basis. But for especially on a Wednesday when it's our show and it's about Girl Chat Sports, then we need to have those being able to be used.
Absolutely.
And for them to be off was just like I still can't get anything.
Well, some people, shout out to people that did see my posts. We're going live. We're here in effect.
We're live. If you're listening somewhere, you can check us out on girlacross.com as well as on the Girl Across YouTube station, hopefully for the live feed there, because we really don't know what's going on. All I know is I can hear something.
Yeah, I think it's an echo that maybe it's us going live. Poor Instagram models. What are you guys going to do with your day-to-day? I'm very curious to see what happened.
Hey, real quick, this is episode 123.
Yes,
it's a magic number, of course.
Yes.
And I love it. But I've got my girl Mo back.
Yes.
We missed you a lot.
I missed you guys too.
A lot. And also, a happy NFL season of 2019-2020. Today is the official day as of 4 p.m. Eastern. We have now started the new calendar, and there's been a lot.
It sure has. It's been exciting.
I swear there's been more
yeah.
people getting picked up and traded in free agency this year than I've had in, like, ever.
I know.
So we're going to get to that later on. We've got a guest coming up in a few minutes.
Yay.
We've got Danisha Rolle coming on of Set Magazine. I can't wait to talk to her. We've had her on the show before, and so I'm excited to listen to her, see what she has to say, and ask her a few questions, especially regarding free agency and NFL wives and families. But let's get into a little bit of Vegas stuff real quick. Okay.
Let's go Vegas.
So we'll skip. I mean, we've been talking about the Golden Knights a lot. The Golden Knights are doing okay. You know, we're hoping that by April, I think, is it 6th or 9th is when playoffs. And the regular season ends on like the 6th or the 9th.
Yeah.
So we are hoping that they still make the play, or that they'll make the playoffs, but they do well. So as of right now, they're going to probably play the Calgary Flames, which we're 2-2 with. So we'll see if that lasts or not. But other than them, because we haven't had a lot of hockey this week. So we've got Mountain West basketball that was here.
Going on right now.
The women already had their time. Unfortunately, both the UNLV women and the UNR women both lost on Monday.
Right.
But the men's Mountain West is happening, and both of our teams from Nevada, UNLV and UNR, play on Thursday. So 3 o'clock for the UNR versus Boise State, and then Thursday at 5:30 would be UNLV and San Diego State. So they're playing at the Thomas and Mack. Check out for them.
Home court. That should be an advantage for them. I feel like.
But has it been always? I mean, it's always here. So I'm just saying. I don't know.
I mean, that's why I said it should be an advantage for them.
Yeah.
We don't know if it will be.
But what I'm really excited about is the lights. Okay, so we talked about the lights last week when you were gone because their season opener was last Saturday.
Right, and it ended in a draw.
And for all you that don't watch soccer quite yet, a draw is a tie, and you can tie in soccer.
Absolutely.
And it was 0-0. But the coach basically had said they guarantee to win. So that means if they had a draw or they lost, they would have free tickets for the next game. So everybody got a free ticket for the next game. They had 8,000 people in attendance.
Yep.
Over 8,000 people. Including some season ticket holders. So I believe they're doing something special for season ticket holders because they automatically already had a game.
Right.
But that was pretty interesting. So they actually will be playing, they're going to play 2 games away, and then they come back here on the 30th for what they're calling their Knights Night. Right. So they're going to have Golden Knight inspired jerseys for that game, which is going to be awesome. I know you're going to be there. Yep. I'm not going to be here. So Mo's going to be there covering for Girl Chat. We're excited. Yes. And thanks, Harry.
Excited.
Shout out to Harry for the PR over there.
Harry,
we love him.
Thank you so much, because I'm going to be there in full effect.
And since the Aces, I'm all over the place.
You are, but I'm letting you speak.
I know.
You got a lot to get off your chest here today.
But since the Lights are going to be out of town for the next 2 weeks, they actually have what's called the what is it? The Guns and Hoses. The Guns and I thought I was going to say Guns and Roses, but the Guns and Hoses game, which will be between the Las Vegas Metro Police Department as well as the Fire Department, will happen at Cashman Field on the 23rd. So for anybody that comes and pays $15 for that ticket on Saturday the 23rd, they'll also get a free ticket to come for the game on the 30th. The game on the 30th is about to be packed. I hope you're ready.
Yeah, I am. Actually, I have media credentials, so I'll be in a good safe space.
Yes, you will. But you want to have access to the field, too. It's going to be great.
Oh, no, I will be down there.
Yeah.
I know. And Tommy Olsen, if you're watching later on the ladder,
Tommy.
I'm putting it out there. The jersey is mine on that night.
And can we get one for me? I want the golden night one,
throw it. Yeah, like just throw.
Ask a friend to
ask
a friend.
Or something.
You know?
Yeah.
Let us wear them on the show right after. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that would be so fresh, right? And you got to see him twice. And I think because I'm actually going to my first inaugural game with the lights,
you should get one.
I deserve one.
I think so.
I'm saying deserve.
Maybe we ask Harry. Maybe Harry can find a couple that are in a box somewhere that weren't being used.
Or I get to pet Dolly or Dottie or take a picture with them or something. I need all of that.
So the other thing that the lights are also doing is they're going to start what's called the happier hour, and they're going to start having like a post party to every home game up in like that restaurant club level where the Eric Wilnada will be, as well as players. I don't know if your llamas will be there or not.
I don't think we'll be in the lobby like that.
But the dance team, the DJ, Bojo, the announcer, everybody will be there, and the Eric Wilnada will have questions and answer period. So it'll be the happier hour.
Yeah, that's
after
cool.
every lights game. So
that'll be really cool.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Boy, I want to see 9,000 or 10,000 people. I want to see it filled to capacity.
It's gonna be pretty. I mean, just to think, if you go to the Guns and Hoses.
I see where your mind's at, Belle.
Maybe they're our hosts. I don't know. I mean, we're in Vegas. That is Metro, right? Shoot.
She's on fire, you guys.
I'm just saying.
I love it.
I'm just saying. So if
hose
you go
her
to that
down,
game,
you guys. Hose her down.
Hello, I love a man in uniform. So anyways, if you go to that game, you're getting free tickets anyways. People that went to the previous game, 8 or 7 or 6,000 of them are getting free tickets. Everybody's getting a free ticket.
Right.
So make sure you shout out.
That's actually really cool.
It will be cool. So for anyone joining us right now, we're wondering where you're joining us on, because we can't be live on Facebook.
Right. But if you happen to have the Gorilla Cross app and you're watching us live, you can still call in after our phone interview, 702-608-3259. That is the number. Go ahead and hit us up and converse, because boy, it's a lot of media stuff going on with the NFL. But we'll get into it. But God, it's a lot.
Isn't it though?
Yeah. My Lakers too.
Well, we can talk a little about
if you want to. You don't have to. No.
Not yet.
All right.
But I will start with this, in that there was a story, because I know we've been doing our girl power story, and I know that we'll probably miss it come the end of the show because we'll be talking so much about football. But there was a girl power story that I really wanted to talk about. Her name is Ozzie Fudge. She's a sophomore in high school. Okay, a sophomore, 5'11" guard. She's the #1 prospect in the ESPNW Hoop Roast. She was the terrific 25 of 2021. She was presented with the Gatorade's National Girls Basketball Player of the Year Award at her school at St. John's College High School in Washington, D.C. She is the first sophomore in any in the Gatorade's National Basketball Awards to win it since it started in 1985.
That's awesome. Are they giving her endorsements, though, is the question.
I'm wondering. I don't know if she can have that yet. She's a sophomore in high school.
Doesn't matter. I think all of them should get endorsements.
But she averaged 26 points a game, 6.2 rebounds, and 2.5 assists for them all this season, while giving them a record of 35-1. And previous winners of this award: Brianna Stewart, Maya Moore, Candace Parker.
All right.
So just make sure you listen for that name, Ozzie Fudge.
Well, it sounds like her future is going to be very bright.
And very WNBA.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes.
But I still want the endorsements.
Real quick about we did get to a Pac-12 tournament.
Yes,
the Pac-12
we did.
Women's. That was amazing.
That was amazing. Shout out to Natalie for covering that Sunday game with that championship too. So
thank you, Natalie, if you're listening somewhere. Shout out to my Huskies. The girls weren't doing great this season, but they came and had like an amazing upset against Oregon State on Saturday. So that was nice.
Is that why you're wearing your UW's tee
tonight?
Well,
it's because the guys start playing tomorrow.
Okay.
So right now, today's the first night at the Pac-12 tournament, but because the Huskies are #1, even though they still lost on Saturday to Oregon, they play tomorrow the winner of, I think, the USC-Arizona game that played today. So they'll play tomorrow about, I think, 2 o'clock. And then if we win Thursday, I'm going to the game on Friday.
Oh, nice.
Because they'll play at 6. So
okay.
we want the Huskies to. I'm bringing all the good Husky Mojo vibes.
Yeah, it starts with the good omen of having the T-shirt on.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's a lucky one.
Yeah. Have you been lucky in it before?
I can't.
Quad,
A woman
I'm just
will
saying
never
lucky
tell
as
her
far
secret.
as winning money, or you know what I mean. Let's keep it.
I didn't say anything.
PG.
I see where everybody's mind is at today on a Wednesday. Wow. This is what happens when you don't have social media or IG models to look at.
Exactly. You have nothing. Like, what am I supposed to be doing right now? I have no idea. I don't even know where the live feed is, to be honest.
Okay.
I'm looking.
Well,
anyway.
Everybody, it's a free download. Gorilla Cross Radio.
Exactly.
It's available on Google Play, Apple App Store. Free.
You'll be listening to it later this evening, if not tomorrow.
Just go to the Gorilla Cross YouTube and you'll see it.
Oh, Gorilla Cross YouTube.
I'm on. Well,
there we are.
I don't know. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll figure it out. Maybe I just need to refresh. So, anyways, there we are, live now.
Yay! Boop. There it is.
With my noggin. Okay. Let's give Danisha a call.
Let's do it.
And get her on the hotline.
Let's do it.
Because I can't wait to hear about some of the things. I love Set Magazine, by the way. If you guys don't know, go to setmagazine.com. I'm talking, it's an amazing
it's a great publication. It says a lot about all aspects of sports, entertainment. It just covers everything. And I read her article about how she had it in locker rooms for like all the NFL play. Like, it's a great go-to.
It's amazing.
It's amazing.
All right. Danisha.
Hey,
you are live on the line.
All
right. Sorry for all the technical difficulties today. It seems like social media is saying, screw you guys.
Well, look, you know what? And life goes on, right?
Exactly. It's got to. Shout out to Danisha joining us live on the line from Set Media. Founder and operator. We kind of wanted to get you on the line and talk a little bit about Set. And talk about you and talk about your life and, the NFL wife, family that you have a great family that we want to talk about too. So I don't know if you want to give the listeners a little bit about you and kind of how you came about Set.
Sure, guys. I'm so honored to be on. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
So I started Set. It's Sports and Entertainment Today. SET is the acronym. Decided to start it because I saw that there was no sports platform, a sports lifestyle platform for women. We can get, the stats and the scores from ESPN and Sports Illustrated, but wanted to create something so that women could, follow along. You may not be as interested in other things, but you might want to know, where is this athlete going on vacation? Mm-hmm. Or who are they married to? Or how did he propose? Where did they meet? Those kinds of things. Lifestyle. And so I was, inspired to create Sports and Entertainment Today. So we cover sports and entertainment only as it relates to sports. So you might have that actor and they're telling you who their favorite athlete is. And we do one-on-ones where they would sit and have a conversation.
That's awesome.
Gotcha. I
love it. And you've been doing this for 11 years. Like, I read your article on you recently, and it started 11 years ago. Am I correct with that?
Yes. So I got the idea long time ago, so not new to this, and wanted something that could sit on newsstands next to the cosmopolitans of the world and Essence magazine. And so assembled a team, and we did that. We were on newsstands, in locker rooms, and took a step back when I realized we had Layla Ali and Floyd Mayweather and various athletes, and I realized it was bigger than me, and so I had never really dabbled into the investor world. We were self-financed.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
So I stopped, had more children, really had to live. And then, the passion was still burning, and picked it back up. And, when we started, it was before social media.
Right. And that's major.
So, right? So there was no Instagram, there was no Twitter. And so we had to kind of get acclimated to that. And now here we are, digital, and events have taken over.
I love it. And your distribution, when you started early out, how did you start dispersing of your magazine? How many pages was it? I mean, was it bare bones? Or I'd like to get into how you first started your distribution as far as getting into it, making the mainstream that it has?
Well, early on, we started out with a newsstand presence via Curtis Circulation. And, my team consisted of some of the writers and editors from Vibe magazine and Honey magazine and Essence magazine. So, yeah,
Very impressive.
So we started out, hitting the ground running and attended different conferences from National Association of Black Journalists to BISLA, and, really had a presence as far as PR was concerned. And then, those people that represented some of the top talent, I should say.
Very good.
And, we just, after I got to see what it could be, and then got pregnant and excited about, starting my family, and really wanted to be there for them. Because when you're doing photo shoots and you have, different athletes that are in practice, I'll give you guys an example. One of the athletes, all day, we waited for him. He wanted to go to the barbershop before his photo shoot. It took him about 6 hours. I had a full team there.
Oh,
wow.
And, when you have children and nannies and, you're just like, wait a second, let me stop. This is, you have to multitask here. And I had to weigh what was more important for me at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And so that is where we halted. And now here we are. My children are older.
Yeah.
And I have more, time and flexibility and can really build. And so that is where we are with Set.
That's awesome.
And I love it because it's like the perfect stream for women that maybe aren't like the diehard fans either. Like, me and Mo, we don't necessarily cover stats either. We love sports. We've been into sports. We've played sports, but we also love the entertainment pieces. And there's a lot of women out there that maybe enjoy sports, but also want to know more of those background details. Where were they married? How did he propose? Like, I noticed a lot of the coverage you guys had with J-Lo and A-Rod's engagement. Yeah. And some of those details are things that everybody maybe doesn't get all of a sudden, or it's like, this is like the one-stop shop to blend your entertainment lifestyle as well as sports. And that way it kind of gives you something to, discuss with your peers as well as maybe your husband or your girlfriends or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, I loved it. And
it's like a perfect storm for someone who has, that significant other who loves the stats of the scores. But then you can say, well, hey, you know what? His favorite dish is, or did you know he could cook?
Right.
So you can have that conversation as well.
Yeah, the human interest of it is a great factor. And also, Danisha, what I was loving is the stats that you put out on your article as far as the demographic of women that actually are engaged in watching sports.
Yes.
That's huge numbers, huge percentages.
Yes.
I mean, you have quite a few of a high percentage in NFL alone of women that are watching the game. And so,
and it's not widely known, but I mean, now more attention is getting put on the fact that women, we're over 50% of the fan base.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. When you look at apparel sales, it's the women that are making the purchases.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're buying
we gotta speak to the demographic.
Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Yes. I love it. I love it.
So you've got some exciting things coming up at the end of the month. You are going to to speak, an acronym that is just amazing. It stands for our audience. It's a S.P.E.A.K. conference that's happening in Florida. It stands for Sisterhood, Purpose, Empowerment, Authenticity, and Knowledge.
I love that.
And I know you're covering one part of that. It's like a 6 or 7 part series. And I was looking online on the Eventbrite that you're covering like one of the other parts of it. That's very interesting. Why don't you speak on that a little bit? Because they're going to have judges there. It's a wide range of women in all types of professions. So,
yes. So I am ecstatic. This weekend, March 16th at the Hard Rock, I will be part of the S.P.E.A.K. Women's Conference. The panel that I will sit on is Sisterhood. I have a strong sister circle. My tribe is amazing, and I'm honored to be. I was asked by Suzette, who's putting the event together, to speak on the panel about just collaboration over competition.
Oh, yeah.
Which is huge amongst women. We were talking about mentorship. Yep. If you need a mentor, how would you go about that? I've had plenty. And, just some topics that really speak to women empowerment. And so I'm excited about that. I mean, the lineup is phenomenal.
Yeah, and I noticed the topic is like, I love it. I'm so sorry to cover over you, but I just noticed too that it's saying that you're building a healthy sister circle. Like you mentioned the sister circle thing, and I think that's an important piece as keeping that very tight knit to a certain degree, but also learning and sharing and exchanging of ideas, opening up the invitation for other sisters to be. It's like a bonding thing that I picked up on, and it just seems like it's going to be an amazing event. So kudos to you on that.
So many people are like, no new friends, but at the same time, by meeting new people, you're able to broaden your perspective and, just really rethink some things that you thought you knew, and really to gain respect for what people have gone through. So I'm excited about being able to represent on the panel and hear different perspectives.
I love it. Well, because especially like even for us when we start Girl Chat, it was just kind of like there's the people that you've known for a while that are like, man, like that's great, congrats. But then there's people that you just met, they're like, oh my God, and they're so excited for you. They want to help you put, it's like you don't know exactly who you may meet in some of these places. Right. The support system that you get outside of your own circle can be amazing as much. So that's amazing stuff. I love it.
And, one of the points that we spoke about just prior as we were preparing for the panel is how some of your strongest supporters will be people that you don't know or have just met.
Right.
So you don't really want to shut out people.
No.
It's all about building bridges.
I love it.
Well, next time we'll have
to the same time hoping those ones that you burn light the way, right?
Right.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Yeah. Or come to Reality Check and just start supporting because they're, they're nice people. But because it is free agency and we're signing players, and today's been crazy as the start of the new season. I know from you, you've been married to Samari Rolle for I don't know how long now, but you guys
15 years. I'm counting.
Congratulations.
Oh my God, congratulations. And he was in the league for 12 years before retiring in 2010. And so I guess I know he stayed mainly with just two teams, the Titans and then as well as the Ravens. But from your point of view, how is it, and I know that you have part of your tight circle is a lot of the NFL wives and girlfriends out there. And so how is it for you guys as a support system when it comes to free agency, when it comes to trades? How is it as a family, as a significant other, as a wife, to be able to not only hold it down for your husband or partner, but also to be curious to know, like, are we moving? Where are we going? The kids are in school. What are we doing? Like, how does that affect life at home?
Yeah, it's major changes. For us, when Samari, he got cut from the Titans, and we visited some teams. So I went with him. We got a feel, sat down, did dinner with head coaches, and, just really try to figure out where he wanted to go next, what would be the best fit for us. And the Ravens ended up being a great fit, but we had just bought a home. I had just finished decorating it, and then found out that he was released. And it's one of those things that if in hindsight, we never would have moved and bought that home and spent, to decorate it and everything. We had just had a baby, and we didn't even live in the house for a year. So it's crazy how, everybody sees the business side of it, but there's also such a huge personal impact that, takes place for the families when you have to uproot and move to a new city.
Do you feel like there's any hardships that kind of result in maybe ending of marriages or relationships because of some of the choices that maybe they're making in regards to where they want to go, or if they're chasing this or chasing that as far as a ring or a championship or the money? I mean, some players I know and their agents make choices based on certain decisions. And do you feel like those are decisions that are being shared equally with their partner? Or do you feel like there's sometimes relationships have ended because of maybe some of these trades or moves?
I don't know any relationships that have necessarily ended because of a trade or a move.
Okay.
I think maybe you had a shaky situation prior to that, if that be the case. Absolutely some decisions are made based on, really wanting to win.
Yeah. We all want to win, right? It's natural.
Right,
it's natural.
Right. What's the best fit for you? And then, where do you feel that you'll have, great camaraderie on the team?
Right.
So what teams are more family oriented depending on what season you are in your life? So, definitely those things are, you have to take that into consideration. But as far as relationships ending or, I didn't witness that. What I did have a, part of or experience was a team that was so welcoming.
Yeah.
And a group of women that were, equally as welcoming and excited to have you there.
And that's what I was going to ask you.
That. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's what I was going to ask you, was mostly about that and how, if anything, I feel like you would have more of experience of breaking up the sister friendships you had with the NFL wives, the girlfriends, and that kind of thing. And if you do still stay in touch with them, or is there any advice that you give to any other up-and-coming women that'll be the future NFL wives or girlfriends? Do you have a connection or a network with that, per se?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, that is absolutely why we created this Set an Example conference.
Yes. Okay, perfect.
Talk about that.
Talk about it.
Yeah. So last year was the inaugural conference in Atlanta. We had 100 wives and girlfriends of former and current NFL players. And, the whole reason behind it is because, for example, for me, I met women that my husband never played with at different events, and we are close to this day. My husband never played with their husband,
right? And
we just connected, and more so about business. But as a result of that, our children are friends, and we hang out. So I wanted to really just create a avenue for the women to get together, to network. You just never know what someone has going on. Let's say I'm in Miami and she's in, Houston. We don't really cross paths. But at the conference, you do. And then now, because of social media, you're able to interact, but you never meet in person.
Right.
And that's where the conference came in. So this June, we will touch down in Miami.
Nice.
We're expecting 200 women.
Okay.
So we are excited. Yes.
That is very good to hear, because the thing of it is you don't know. If you follow a player, you know a little bit about their girlfriend, but you never see a network of them with other players' girlfriends, or they're with their own set of friends. There's like, do they get along, or do they, when they go to the games, how are the wives and the girlfriends interacting? Like, how does that work? Like, is everybody in competition of each other, or are people jealous of their husbands or boyfriends getting more playing time than the other in the same position? Like, I always want to know that kind of stuff. So it's very interesting, and it's very enlightening to know that come June, you've got 200 women that are ride or die and all in this friendship circle with you.
Yes.
That's very impressive.
Yeah.
Yes. Very amazing. So, do you have any other questions?
Well, thank you.
No, we appreciate you. Where can everybody find Set Magazine or find you, Set Media, to engage, to follow you, to keep up with the issues that are coming out, and to read up on the stories besides going online?
So we are on Instagram, Set, SET_media. We're Set Mag on Twitter. You can find us on Facebook at Set Magazine. If you want to subscribe, hit setmagazine.com.
Very good.
And if you ever have any questions, I'm accessible. I'm D_Rolle on all social media. D_Rolle. And, support.
Yes,
absolutely.
We love supporting you. I've been loving your pictures. You guys do amazing things. And your friend circle really is amazing. Some of the pictures you guys share and the activities you guys do, it's very inspirational. It's very warming to see women of coming together for a good purpose.
Yeah.
So we definitely support you.
Thank
you so much for joining us. We'll definitely reach out
Danisha.
again. We definitely want to talk with you more, and maybe closer to like the Set Example, we could get you back on to talk about.
Absolutely.
Okay. Y'all got me.
I know. I beating you to it, but absolutely, I knew you were going to say that, and I'm so hyped right now. And I posted that on social media saying we are so hyped to be speaking with you. So I'm just like very excited because it's so positive and uplifting, and to be another woman of color, it warms my heart because we're out there doing big things. No matter what the negative stereotypes say or do about us, I'm sick of seeing it. And I'm just loving that we have the platform to expose all of my sisters out there doing major things. So big ups. Keep doing what you're doing, okay? I really appreciate it.
Well, Girl Chat, we need this Girl Chat. So I'm so thankful that you guys thought of me, and I'm happy to be here. And there is a lot of magic out here.
Yeah,
so I'm just
love it.
Grateful that I can bring it.
I love it.
Thank you
so
so
much. And sorry for the technical difficulties, but it'll definitely, the podcast will get posted later because I know our live feed's getting a little messy right now. But thank you for joining us.
Thank you
will
so
definitely
much.
be in touch. Thank you, Danisha.
Yes, my pleasure. Talk soon, ladies.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.
That was
Man, I love it.
You guys, so stop right now and just go online and
Right.
look at setmagazine.com
Absolutely.
or follow set_media on all social media
Yes,
because
definitely.
it's some great stuff.
Yeah.
Especially women. I mean, women in sports, you can't go wrong, right?
Yeah, you can't. I don't know why. That should be a great package selling deal for any guy. I don't understand.
Right? Women in sports, and it's beautiful women in sports.
Yeah.
Multicultural,
Gorgeous. Yeah,
multi-ethnic
yes.
women in
Absolutely.
sports. I mean,
Absolutely.
but what do I know?
We're just talking sports.
We're just talking
chatting.
sports.
We're just chatting.
We're just chatting.
We're just chatting.
Shout out to everybody that's gone on YouTube to check us out for the live feed. You know,
Oh, yeah?
our boy Donnell's there, always doing big
shout out
things.
to Goose. Love
Yes,
him.
we love him. It's his birthday weekend.
Oh, that's right. He's got a whole
birthday weekend.
marathon.
Oh yeah, the
Turn up.
marathon.
He has a marathon birthday. It just keeps
Yeah.
rolling and rolling and rolling.
So
love
I'm
it.
gonna have to check in with him at some point this weekend.
absolutely.
Although it depends on how my Huskies do in the Pac-12 conference.
You better get over and have a
Just
drink with
saying.
Donnell for his birthday,
Woo,
honey.
Maybe after a championship. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Go Dogs.
And you guys, we have the lines open now, so you're more than welcome to call us,
Yes.
702-608-3259.
Give us your take because we're about to get into this
We are
free
getting into the-
agency.
Are we getting into
these
that?
pickups? Oh, what?
Are we gonna do basketball last?
Are you gonna do basketball? Real
No, we
quick?
can do it. Let's do it. Let's do the pickup agency. This is your baby, and it's been
Well,
such an
but
exciting
it's
week
been
with it.
so much.
It's been so much. We gotta cover it. And we
literally-
made great time. Let's do it.
I don't even, maybe I just, well, I've always paid attention to it. I
Yeah.
just think that this year was just
No.
nuts.
This was everybody
Bonkers.
was talking about.
Well, we can start with
the
your team
Raiders
first.
Let's talk about the Raiders.
Yes, talk about your Raiders. Who y'all get?
We got Antonio Brown.
AB.
AB. Oh my God, we got us a wide receiver, y'all.
A wide receiver that is a little late
Yeah,
for his
because he
inaugural.
needed his haircut. He needed his haircut. You heard Danisha on the phone how she
Yes.
had to wait for her interview of a player because they
For
wanted a
6
haircut.
hours, yeah.
The haircut is an
Maybe it
important
wasn't a
piece.
haircut though. Maybe his was just being late. I mean, here's the deal.
Could
Antonio,
be late.
thank you for getting rid of the blonde stash
Yes.
and for shaving off whatever multicolored things were on your
The
head.
blonde stash was done for me. Now
Yeah,
you
it was
look-
over with. So
now
now
you
he's
look good.
clean cut. He's
Now
got
you
his
look good.
fade back
Now
on.
you
He's
look good.
lined up.
Now
Got
you
that
look good.
Colgate pearly white
Yeah.
smiling.
Now you look good.
Oh, he's looking.
Welcome to the Raiders organization. We actually picked up a couple other people too. We signed Trent Brown, Terrell Williams. Yeah, we're looking nice. So here's the question I want to know.
Yeah.
And anybody can call in and answer this. Is Antonio gonna work well with Derek Carr?
Well,
DC is welcoming him. You've seen him troll Twitter. He trolled Twitter
DC to AB.
Yeah. We don't have an ACDC anymore, but we have an AB now. So
I think
it's
it depends
okay.
on what AB comes to the Raiders. Is it going to be the same AB from the last year or so in Pittsburgh, or is it going to be like old AB?
I don't know, because this is a Gruden system, so it's going to be very interesting to see
Right.
how that transpires. Gruden loves him,
I
and for him, he's got to love the Raiders too to be all in. So
Yeah.
we're gonna see.
I'm with it.
I'm with it
Well,
too.
so we got
what's the biggest news?
50 million over 3 years.
Oh man,
Some of
that's
these paydays, yo, I
Yeah.
can't even fathom. Well, I mean, granted, nothing compares to baseball money,
Right.
But if we're talking football money, this is
Yeah.
some good money.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
they also got Trent Brown. They
Right.
signed him for a
Right.
major payday. He's
Yep.
now got one of the richest contracts
I
for
know,
an offensive
66
lineman.
million. Yeah.
Ridiculous.
But see, this is what I heard, a rumor of Raiders not having any cap
cash,
space
because-
and we have no cash flow. So I don't know how this is really.
It should be interesting. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
they still have a bunch of draft picks.
Yeah, they
So
do.
they can still make things work. But of course,
Yep.
they had to go target some people to actually get the team together,
Absolutely.
which they've done.
Absolutely.
So
So
that's
now
good.
are you guys still hating us Raiders now? Now do you understand the method of John Madden's madness?
Well, and they also got Tyrell Williams.
Yeah,
too,
we
from the
do. We got
Chargers.
yeah.
6'4".
Yep.
I'm sorry. Any wide receiver that's over 6'2".
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, just for beyond personal reasons. I mean, but yeah, he's good. He had a great year.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
that'll be interesting.
Mhm.
Okay.
Arms. We're gonna have an arms collage on him. We're gonna wait. and
Wide
see how that-
receivers don't really have all the arms.
I
I'm
know,
just
but maybe we'll
saying.
do a chest of the.
Yo, Saquon Barkley, we could do legs.
Yeah, we could do legs of it.
Because ESPN showed a video of him doing the little, like with the band around your legs, the little move.
Okay. I'm with that.
Quads.
I'm with that. Just don't crush mine. We'll be okay.
Other big news that hit today.
Le'Veon? Le'Veon Bell.
Or late last night, I guess.
Yeah, it was late last night. But early this morning. We'll say today.
For those early sleepers, it happened this morning for you. For me, that I was up until midnight, 1 o'clock, it happened last night. So, to the Jets.
Meet the Jets.
So here's the deal. Le'Veon Bell holds out all year long, season long, right? He forgoes $855,000 a game, okay? He refuses the franchise tag. Okay, got you. So he opts out for free agency.
Yeah.
And that now he's getting a contract, which right now at this point is about $52 million, which is about $13 million a year. He's got $35 million guaranteed. So I get that part.
Yeah.
He went for a higher guaranteed money.
Right.
But technically, you're making less now per year
than what you were asking for.
Right.
I think that was the biggest.
Why do you feel that would happen? I know what I think, but do you think his stock market price kind of went down? I don't think I think after holding out a whole year.
When you sit out a whole year, what is your worth?
Yeah, what do people...
We haven't seen you conditioning. That we've seen. I haven't seen you in your practice. I haven't seen you working out. I don't know what your sprints are. I don't know what you're doing.
And it didn't, the
you better
Steelers
just take
are still
the money.
pretty good.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
It wasn't like it was a huge miss.
It wasn't a huge miss. But the Jets are going to be lucking out.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
It's so funny how
and Sam Darnold, too, because he also catches. So now that you can get a guy to catch, too, an extra receiving end. But can we talk about not my new favorite second team, but since they had the Browns on Hard Knocks and all through last year, I've been talking about the Browns have been like I love them. I want them to. I've been dilly all season. Okay. I've been on the back burner. That's my go-to second team. Major stuff.
Yeah, this is huge. Everybody's talking about this.
Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah. OBJ. So they went from LJ to OBJ.
Yeah.
So Cleveland's got
now we've got the LSU blondies in the house.
Right.
I like to call the blonde duo because they both got the blonde tips. They both, they're LSU grads, 2014, I think it was. So they're back together again. This should be and so Baker's got not only two exceptional wide receivers to throw to, he still has David Njoku, who's I think an amazing tight end. Now he's got some arms. Okay. So they assigned Sheldon Richardson as well. And they still have Nick Chubb. And remember, they picked up Kareem Hunt. Everybody forgets they picked up Kareem Hunt, and not to say that he's going to be playing for sure.
But they have him as an option.
Should he get off that commissioner's list and get whatever suspension he has, and he works that out? Listen, the Browns are coming to play. Now, a lot of people out there are talking about, their coaching. We don't know much about this coach.
Yeah, he's a young coach. He's new.
We don't know much about the offensive coordinator. Okay, great. But guess what? You've got these...
I don't think they're going to trick off this type of roster.
How can? It'd be really, really...
I think it's going to be hard. And I think you have to answer the city of Cleveland on that one.
But the city of Cleveland knows how that happens. Yeah. It's happened to them throughout their whole careers, through basketball, baseball. There's always something that screws up. So hopefully the Cleveland curse is gone.
I think so. I think we're turning a new page in 2019.
It would be pretty interesting.
If the Raiders can get Antonio Brown and they get OBJ, I know it's a parallel universe right now. Something's going on.
It's crazy.
It is crazy.
It's insane.
I'm with it, though. I'm all about it.
And then we all knew this was going to happen.
Yeah.
And I'm just glad it didn't happen to the Cowboys. But my boy Earl picked up his big old bag. He got what he wanted. Got that fat contract. He's going to the Ravens, 4 years, $55 million, got 32 guaranteed. So listen, I can support him. I appreciate Earl Thomas. He is one of the original Legion of Boom. He is the last Legion of Boom to be on the field for us. We appreciate him. I know all 12s everywhere are thankful for him. And I'm just happy that he went to a team that's not in our conference and not in our division. However, we do have the Ravens coming to Seattle this year. It's part of our schedule. So watch out for that. Well, here's the deal. Seattle also goes to Cleveland this year.
Ooh, that's going to be a good one.
So depending, because right now we only know what teams are playing.
Right.
And if it's a home or away, we don't know the dates. So depending on date-wise, those are two games that I'm going to aim for sure.
Yeah.
Especially the Cleveland game.
Yeah, that would be good. I want to go to Cleveland and watch that game.
Come on with me.
I know. I should.
Give a GirlChatSports to Cleveland.
We should do it. Yeah, that would be a good thing. Shout out to Chuck. Big Cleveland Browns fan. I texted him today. I was like, "Oh, how do you feel about your
I hit
acquisition?"
up one of my Browns fans too.
And he was like, "What do you think? How do you feel about Antonio Brown?" I guess we're both tap dancing in the streets right now.
Tap dancing in the streets. So not only did the Ravens pick up Earl Thomas, they picked up Mark Ingram.
Okay.
Which is big. Another one that I love, Tyrann Mathieu, is Honey Badger himself is going into the Chiefs. They got rid of Eric Berry. And so he's out.
But Honey Badger's going to be good.
But Honey Badger's going to be good. And for KC, I'm really excited for that one.
Finally, some teams that we have a potential of beating Brady. I think that's the whole mission for 2019 is to beat Brady.
That's all I want.
Yeah.
I already told my friends, the Browns fans,
Brady.
I was like, listen, I just want one win. Just beat the Pats one time.
Yep.
I'm buying a Browns jersey.
Yeah.
I own no other football jerseys except for Seahawkers. I will buy a Browns jersey if they can beat the Pats.
Yeah, I agree. I
mean, that's just what one thing I didn't understand, and maybe there's some more information that we'll find out later, is what happened to Terrell Suggs over in Baltimore? Because he'd been there for 16 years. Last year, he's like, I want to stay here and retire a Raven. And guess what? He's going to the Cardinals for a year. It wasn't even like, you're going to the Cardinals for 1 year.
Is he going to be on that episode?
He went to college in Arizona, so he just wanted to go back home.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Is he going to be on any episodes of Ballers coming up?
I love him at Ballers.
I
love
too.
Ballers.
I like Ballers too. But
Shout out to HBO. Yeah.
I just had to shout that out real quick because
he's good in Ballers.
He is good in that.
Yeah, I like that. So, well, I mean, but I know my home is college because I was raised in Seattle. But I mean, I just figured like you've been in Baltimore for 16 years.
Right.
Like you couldn't have given him one more and retired and went back.
Yeah, that would have been nice, right?
And for the Cardinals,
Baltimore always does some funny money moves.
So that was just funny to me. I didn't quite understand that one.
And then they were giving Landon Collins a hard time.
Yeah, but he got paid too.
He did.
$84 million.
But the Cowboys were giving him a hard time. Like, how could you leave?
Here's something
and
that
he was like, I've been losing in the last 6 years with you guys. What you mean? I'm going to yeah. So what's the difference? His clapback was real.
His clapback
Cowboy fans are so.
They're not Cowboy fans.
Yeah, I need them to chill on my boy. He clapped back real good on that one.
But what's interesting is I don't know if it's still on here. I had there was a rumor. Oh yeah, so there was one. Excuse me. There was one thing that Teddy Bridgewater was starting to interview with like the Miami Dolphins possibly because they were like, why does he want to leave New Orleans? So there's a rumor that Sean Payton may try and go to Dallas in 2020. Here's the deal. Right now, I will hate Dallas even more because they'll actually have a real coach.
But that will make me mad. And I don't understand. I don't think that's going to happen.
It's a rumor. I don't want to promote it.
You know why I don't think that's going to happen?
But it did pop up my Bleacher Report. You know, I love all my alerts. And that one, I was like, whoa, drop the phone.
Well, it was the same rumor that Carr was trolling Le'Veon Bell in hopes that we would get him too. So let's just see if that's going to be a mystic rumor because I don't think Sean can work with Jerry Jones.
Yes.
I just don't. I don't think Jerry can control Sean.
But I think Jerry will put his foot in his mouth for a second to have a better coach that'll coach his team to win a championship.
You think? I don't know.
You think he want to roll with? Well,
look who he's rolling with for a quarterback. I mean come on. Jerry Jones.
So that was just
as I sip myself.
As I sip on that tea.
As I sip on that tea.
Deshaun Jackson's going back to Philly. That was interesting. I didn't really understand the Bucs movement. I mean, he wasn't doing well for the Bucs.
Yeah. So they sent him back.
Yeah. So we'll see. Carson Wentz gets another target, which is good. Even so that and Nick Foles signed.
Oh yeah, he did resign. I did see that.
Not resign.
I mean, not resign, but
yeah. So that's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, it is.
He can carry the team on his own.
Well, this is gonna be the year to do that.
Well, the Jaguars needed it.
Yeah, they do.
And so Blake Bortles got the can just as we walked into the studio today. So
I didn't see that come up on my phone.
Job.
Oh wow, who's gonna take Blake? It better not be.
Who wants to take Blake?
I don't.
It's gonna be like Miami because Miami.
I don't want to put. I don't want to put it out there.
No, you guys are gonna get you guys are gonna get some rookie quarterback.
Ooh. Not Kyler Murray though. I don't think.
No. Who's I don't know. Because when's your first pick of the first round?
I think it's 4th.
Oh yeah. Well.
Yeah.
Haskins could still be there maybe.
No.
I don't know. Well, it depends on John because John's the QB coach or the QB guy, the QB guru.
Right. Allegedly.
There was
we'll see.
Latavius Murray's signed with
where's
the
he going?
Same with the Saints.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So that was interesting. That's 4 years for him.
All right.
There was a couple other ones. Oh, Adrian Peterson's gonna stick with the Redskins.
Okay.
So that's good. I enjoyed that.
AP.
Here's one that I was interested by, and this kind of pisses me off. Tevin Coleman, the Falcons, going to the Niners. 2 years. We got a phone call.
Oh, we do.
So I'll leave it at that.
Hey, Girl Chat Sports.
Yellow.
Man, you know what it is, man. It's your boy Goose Thomas,
Hey,
man.
Goose.
What's
Hey,
happening?
birthday
Let the ball
boy.
bounce. Let the ball. Shout out to
It's
Let
your
the
birthday.
Yeah, shout out to Let the Ball
Hey,
Bounce. We
coming
got
up.
Goose on the line.
Hey.
You guys had a great show last night, by the way, too.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much. I got a 3-day extravaganza.
You do.
coming
Go
up,
ahead and plug that
and I
real
want y'all
quick.
to be a part of it.
Are you
know
buying
what
the first
I'm saying?
shots for the first 50 guests that come in? Is that what we're saying?
Look at you. Look at you.
I just want
I'm
food.
kidding.
How much
No.
food is there?
It's going to be food. That's a given. You think you going to come to a party of mine? Ain't going to be no food?
I mean, I
Yeah.
just
Don't
like to
even
make
make
sure,
sense.
you know?
Yeah.
No doubt. And it's funny that I'm on the line now, and you mentioned my 49ers getting Tevin Coleman. Yes, it happened.
Uh-huh.
And we got him for
for
cheap
nothing.
too. 2 years.
For nothing.
2 years, $10 million. 2 years, $10 million for
Okay.
a remarkable pass catcher out of the backfield. So I'm
Yeah,
happy about
I'm
that.
not too happy about that.
I don't see you guys.
we get
Go ahead.
we get Quan Alexander
Yeah.
from Tampa Bay.
I saw that.
We look like the all torn ligament team right now because everybody that we picking up has had past injuries where they tore their ACL or tore an Achilles. Something was torn.
Team logo's going to
But,
have patches on it, like
Right.
Band-Aids.
right.
Band-Aid, the official sponsor of the 49ers.
Exactly.
Y'all got D4
That's right,
too.
Yeah.
Yes, D4. That was huge
Mm-hmm.
pickup. Getting D4, man, for him to go with him and Armstead, man. It's gonna be interesting to watch that defense, man. So I'm excited about that, but we looking kind of bleak offensively right now. Really, no weapons to get Jimmy G right now at this point, man. So we'll see what we do in the draft. I love Pettis. I love your guy from UW. I love Pettis. I love him a lot, man. So we'll see what happens.
I think this year could be his year too.
Yeah.
I think this year could be his year.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. He ended the year well last year. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Is there any
see what
surprise?
happens.
What's your biggest surprise in free
Right.
agency that you saw so far?
Oh wow!
Is there one in particular?
I wouldn't necessarily call it a surprise, but I love Le'Veon Bell getting his money.
Yeah.
Actually getting his money, because a lot of people seem to not understand the way that contract was structured
Mm-hmm.
with him and the Steelers. It looked like he may have made more, but once he gets hurt, he's not getting paid anymore.
Right.
And the only guaranteed money was the $10 million that they offered him. The other $23 million that was on that total $33 million guarantee was a rolling guarantee, which means at any time they can cut Le'Veon Bell and he not get that money. So a lot of people don't truly understand the structure that the Steelers had set him up on. It was a pure setup, and he wasn't going for it. And I'm glad he bet on himself.
Right.
And he won. He won.
Yeah, he did.
So
He did.
happy for him, man.
He sat out
We'll
for
see
it
how
to
much he
prove a point.
wins on the Jets, but
Right.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
it's the Jets
he won in
still
his
at that point.
pocket.
But he got his yeah, exactly. But he got his paper. He
that-
did get his paper.
That remains to be seen. Absolutely. But you were talking about surprises. I do actually have a surprise.
Oh,
Okay.
The Indianapolis Colts have $107 million worth of cap space, and they got nobody.
Wow.
So I totally I thought for sure that they would go after Le'Veon Bell. I just knew it was going to happen because
they
they've
could've
been
used a running back.
short of a running
Yeah,
back. Oh,
yeah,
my gosh.
absolutely.
You give Andrew Luck Le'Veon Bell?
Right. It's a problem.
Come on,
Andrew Luck's
that's a
himself
problem.
again. Yeah, Andrew
a
Luck's himself again.
problem.
It is.
Yes.
Wow.
Like
That's a
I don't
shame.
get it. I don't know what they were doing, but
And Andrew, I could-
$107 million. Mm-hmm. Yeah. go
No,
ahead.
the Colts that they need something.
They need it.
They've got
because
Andrew Luck
Luck,
and
yeah,
nothing, and a
nothing
great
to- yep.
offensive line, but
You
nothing
got one
to
of the
do
best
with it.
quarterbacks in the league, and you have no
Crazy,
one for him to throw the
crazy.
ball to. And you had cap space to do it.
T.Y. Hilton. You had cap space to do it. He's had
That's
T.Y.
crazy.
Hilton now as his only real live bona fide weapon for the last 5 years, basically his entire year in his entire career, because he caught Reggie Wayne going out. So that didn't really count for much because he was going out.
And he's the only
So
person's getting defended,
he-
so there's really no weapon. I mean,
Exactly. They finally shored up their offensive line. You give him some protection, and coming off an injury, All he does is throw for close to 4,700 yards and was second in the league in touchdown.
Wow.
That's all he did. So, I mean, you give him Le'Veon Bell, oh, my. I just don't know what the Colts were doing.
You know what? That is a shocker. That is a big shocker, honestly.
It is.
Crazy.
It is.
Well, thank you, Goose. We appreciate you calling in. We are going to be having to check you out on this big birthday weekend.
Happy birthday. Turn up. Yes, I'm ready.
We got to do it. And
I don't know how ready I am, but I'm going to be ready.
Are you putting cell phones in a box like Tristan Thompson, or what are you doing?
I ain't doing nothing. I'm not doing anything Tristan Thompson does. I'm doing
hear that. You're happily married with family.
Whatever he does, I'm doing opposite.
Yes. Good. Smart man.
Shout out to Les Thompson, too.
Absolutely.
Yes. Smart man.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, Goose. Shout out to you.
Great show, ladies.
Thank you.
Bye.
Absolutely. Quan, I'll see you, bro.
Shout out to Quan.
Yeah, shout out to Quan.
We love our producer here.
And he's a 49er fan himself. And he sat quiet this whole time and did not chime in.
I don't have to say nothing. We did good. Like
he
Goose
can't
was
say
saying,
much because
like Goose was saying, we signed a lot of people that have been injured, but if it all works out.
Yeah, I mean, it looks good.
Yeah. It looks good.
You're making more moves than other people are.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, clearly.
My team's just be gone. Bye-bye.
Well, you guys got a kicker, the Jets kicker.
Yeah. Well, that's good
because
because last game we couldn't even have
used Sebastian. Man, I watched it. That was terrible.
Anyway,
I thought it was funny.
It wasn't fun. I mean, here's the deal. I love our punter. I love the punter. But when he got injured and we couldn't even make a field goal if we needed to, was like
the Cowboys.
What are we supposed to?
That's what hurts it even worse.
Let's not go back. Let's not go backwards right now.
I'm sorry, Mel.
Don't get me all heated.
I don't want you turning to Rusty on me. Or I don't want you to turn to Surge. That was worse. Rusty was okay. It was Surge.
Let's talk about your NBA because there's been some fighting and some words being said.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
We want to get into that. So let's talk about Russ. Or not Russ. Let's talk about Sergey.
Yeah, so Serge Ibaka on that game last night. I believe it was last night. Yeah.
Two nights
ago, because Mercury was in retrograde. I feel like everybody was acting weird on that night, even at my job and even
everywhere,
just everywhere. So he gets kind of hemmed up in an arm lock with Marquise Chris.
Sure.
And I could see the play happening.
I saw it.
And that could have been a foul call, but as soon as Sergey fell, he immediately gets up and runs into the man like a Mortal Kombat move and chokes him.
And puts him against the pole.
And is like literally about to choke him out. And I don't know what happened before that, but that arm lock was kind of annoying. I could see that, but I don't know if they were trading barbs beforehand. But he's suspended for 3 games.
3 games.
So now you're messing with.
And Chris got 1.
Yeah. So now you're messing with
money,
playoff, possible playoff. Contention. Your ranks. Like, think about it. Mercury in retrograde. That's all I have to say. Mercury was in retrograde. Man, everybody was on there. And like I said, I don't know if there was barbs traded beforehand. If they were talking mess in between the games or what happened I don't know if he was saying let go of my arm and dude was like let go of my leg. I don't know. I really don't know.
Well, and then we had the Russell Westbrook issue in Utah, which clearly is not like any of us were surprised it was in Utah.
Yeah,
I've gone to a game in Utah. I've seen the audience in Utah. There's not a whole lot of diversity, let's just say, for a better word, within the crowd or the fans.
Yeah.
So there had been an altercation. I'm sure all of you have seen it by now.
Right.
There was a gentleman and his wife, which apparently were shouting out some inappropriate things.
Yeah, about getting on his knees.
Getting on his knees.
In a reference that just does not set well with
anyone.
Especially
anyone in the African American community.
Oh, absolutely not.
And
there's history behind
understandably so.
Yes.
And this guy was a real douchebag and real POS. Because then he got on camera and was like, I didn't say these things. And yet people, of course, here's the deal. Social media, people will Twitter check you, and they sure as heck Twitter checked him.
And screenshotted
and he was talking the N-word and everything else. And I was like,
But this is another problem with this situation and fans. This is not the first occurrence. Let's just even back up to the kid that pushed Russell Westbrook. And he had to turn around and kind of lecture the parents.
Right.
As best as he could.
Control your kid. This isn't like one big iPad.
Like, your courtside seats don't give you access and privilege to engage with the players. Just like you told us to shut up and dribble. Shut up and watch the game.
Like, it's one thing, you can heckle a little bit. Like, it's part of the sport. Like, you want to shout, like, oh, terrible shot, you suck, ha, ha, ha.
Healthy heckling is one thing.
But when it gets personal, your family, when it's talking about, like, your race.
Right.
I mean, those are all things that are off limits. And I think, I don't know if it's just social media. Like I mentioned, we had a sidebar discussion. Like, people get behind the computer and start thinking, like, I'm behind the computer, I'm safe. And then that leads out to what they're doing in real life. And they're like, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, because you're not going to say it to my face.
Of course not. He's probably thinking, oh, I'm just going to say something. He's not going to say something back. Well, Russ got back at him. And he was dropping, I don't give a F word. He was dropping bombs. I'll beat up you and your girl and everybody else. So he was a little inappropriate in some of the words he used. But rightfully so. He's angry. Yeah. I would have been too.
Yeah, absolutely.
So shout out to,
He was angry, but he has to even also understand his composure is also in check too.
And
because you've got brands you're sponsoring.
Exactly.
You're a brand yourself. You're wearing your team logo. You represent it a lot. 25,000 is 25 cents to him, so it's a drop in the bucket.
Yeah,
hey, okay.
And what he said was fine. It was more so when he brought the wife into it, because we really don't know what the wife's part was in this whole thing.
Well, wife should have told her husband or whoever he was.
Well, you think
if
he's saying these kind of things, she probably has zero control in that relationship. She probably doesn't.
Like, I would have been hitting my guy like, shut up.
Yeah, that's not.
Or she agrees.
Yeah, or she
exactly, and she might have had a few words to say as well. We don't know.
She could have co-signed with it too.
Yes, that was just too much. I couldn't. So, anyways, this man, I don't even have his name offhand.
You knew his name, right, Quan, or no? We had talked about it earlier. I thought you had found it. It begins with an S word.
I didn't care about it.
He was a douchebag, and he's banned from the arena for life. So that means any concerts, any games, any monster car rallies, any hunting gun expos, all of that, you're not going.
Speaking of banned for life, the Knicks owner banned somebody too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you didn't hear about that? But I think they set this up where they would try to heckle him and say, hey, you need to sell the team. Mm-hmm. And I think they have been trolling the owner of the Knicks because he owns Madison Square Garden too.
Right.
And at one point he was going to be like, well, I'll invite you down. You can get in the locker room. You can see the team and this, that, and the other. But then he found out further investigating it that these guys were been trolling him and was like really wanting to antagonize him for the social media platform. Like, sell your team.
People be doing too much.
Honestly, the Knicks, they are in trouble. Okay. Like, what is he going to do? Like, I understand you're paying money for these games, and what are they? 13 and 54. Like, come on. Are you serious?
No. Speaking of in trouble.
Yeah. Who else got in trouble?
What about your Lakers?
Man,
are we making the playoffs, Laker gang?
No, we're not making the playoffs.
Laker gang? Anybody?
We have administrative issues right now. I'm not even going to blame the players.
Mo got a real straight face all of a sudden. She said,
we have management issues right now. Listen, we had so much potential. We could have got De'Aaron Fox.
Oh, yeah.
We could have had Jordan Clarkson. We got rid of Clark. Did we
could have kept a couple people.
Lou Williams. Hello.
Yeah.
And some of it was because we got baited and switched with Lonzo Ball. And the rumors that they're talking about trading him.
Isn't like the Ball All-American basketball game coming to Las Vegas pretty soon? The BB Big Baller brand.
You know what? I saw somebody come in my store with a sweatshirt on wearing it, and I meant to ask him, how did you get that? Like,
he really is having his own basketball tournament. And I want to say it's coming shortly.
He totally hustled our organization, though. He sold us a bill of goods, which I was not concerned. I was not personally sold on because I was watching this kid play when he was playing for UCLA, and I didn't see it. I didn't see the magic, but Magic saw the magic. And we lost some good talent over it.
Yeah, so...
And you traded Zubac. Like, what the...
When is the season over? When's playoffs? I don't even know.
I don't know. You just put me in a place.
I know.
It's been over for a week for me.
Huh? Yeah, it's been over for a week for me. 2 weeks for me.
So moving on to
Go ahead.
Basketball's over with. We'll just say your Lakers are over with.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is.
Basketball, Golden State Warriors and Houston Rockets are now. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But the Major League Baseball season's starting. I know your teams are coming along.
Yes,
so season starts on the 28th with the Mariners versus the A's in Japan. And what I'm excited about, because even though I can't be there, which I wanted to be there, is that Ken Griffey Jr. and Ricky Henderson are both throwing out the first pitch.
Oh, that's cute. I like that.
I love it. So they'll have the first. This is the earliest a season has started.
Yeah.
But the rest of the teams will be playing. Or March 20th. They'll start March 20th. I think the A's and the Mariners play on the 20th.
It has officially been baseball season for me. Now that these Lakers are done, I'm baseball now.
Yeah.
Don't everybody ask me about basketball anymore. I'm baseball now. I'll watch everything else.
Dodgers.
I'm all Dodgers now.
So
So I'll be giving updates on that on the show.
And we appreciate you for that. So thank you guys so much. Sorry for the technical difficulties. We're definitely going to share out this podcast like crazy tomorrow so that you can make sure to watch it and see it, since probably most of you weren't able to on the live feed. We appreciate our producer Quan and Girl Lacrosse as always. Shout out to the Unnamed Sports Show. Our guys Let the Ball Bounce. Shout out to Vegas Sports Daily. Our guy Mike Dixon.
Yep. Jose.
Yes. In the Zone Network. Palmer Arlington.
Yes. Palmer.
We didn't get to talk about the AAF, but they're still going strong.
They are.
Yeah. It's been an interesting.
It's been really good.
Yeah. So Mo, where can everybody find you?
Yes. For those like Cal and Futch who couldn't understand how to spell mine. I don't even know how to pronounce it. It's my name spelled backwards. It's just at AICENOM. It's Monisha spelled backwards. Just say Monisha.
They had no
on
idea.
Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, full name.
Yep. Find me Seattle4_life right there under my face.
Yeah, under my face.
At.
I don't know. I put it to like right here. Right here.
And follow. Make sure you subscribe.
Yes.
Share, like at GirlChatSports. All one word, which we're going to talk to Quan about.
Yes.
That's it for us, you guys. We appreciate you. We'll see you next Wednesday.
Yes, you guys. Thank you so much.
Happy Women's History Month.
Happy Women's History Month. We're making history.